Hey guys. Okay, 2C, problem solving hints. The understand, solve, and explain, or the use process introduced in section 2A provides a procedural framework for solving problems, right? And the methods of unit analysis we have discussed can be very helpful. However, problem solving is an art, and the only sure way to become more creative and improve your problem solving skills is through practice. Below are 8 general hints that can be helpful in problem solving. So let's just read through them. Problem solving guidelines and hints. There may be more than one answer. Okay? Let's look at how that could be true. So if you have, this is for number 1. Like if you have x squared is 4. Well, the answer to this can be x can equal 2 or negative 2. Right? If you square a negative 2, it can become 4. If you square 2, it can be 4. So, there you go. There may be more than one answer. Know that sometimes. Not always, but sometimes. There may be more than one method of solving. And this is so true. The way I solve something may not be the way that you solve something, may not be the way that Tyler solves something. That's what's so cool about math, right? There's more than one way to get to the right answer. Use appropriate tools. Appropriate tools for this class? Excel, your calculator. Yeah, that's 2 good examples. Can't come up with another one right now. Kind of put myself in the spot there. So number 2, I'm going to write that down. 2 students. Same problem. Different ways. Number 3. There's not one of these for all of them, but I'm going to say calculator. Okay. Number 4, consider simpler or similar problems. So sometimes if you're hung up on a hard problem, you can go back and look at a more simpler, easier problem, and it might like stir your brain and get something working in there and help you figure the harder one out. Consider equivalent problems with similar solutions. That helps too. That's why sometimes skipping a problem on an exam will make something click in your brain and you can go back and figure out that problem you were stuck on. Approximations can be useful. That is so true. Try alternative patterns of thought. That helps. Sometimes you can just like think outside of the box and that'll help you figure things out. And then also, do not spin your wheels. This is the biggest thing. Do not sit there to where you are frustrated to tears. Put it down, walk away, come back. That's my biggest hint, tip to you. Number 8, if you're stuck. On a homework problem, you can't do this on a test. Leave it. Come back. I didn't learn this until I was in grad school, and I used to sit there until like I was so frustrated that there was no way I was going to be able to solve the problem. So please don't repeat my mistakes. Learn from me, and if you're that frustrated on a problem, walk away and come back, and it'll be so much easier to solve it. Okay? All right. So let's look and see if these statements make sense, and if they, okay? So we're going to decide if the statement makes sense. That means if it's clearly true, or if it does not make sense. And that means if it's clearly false. So whether it's a problem in mathematics or something else, I always find it's best to complete the work by looking back to check, interpret, and explain my solution. So does this make sense or does it not make sense? Absolutely, it makes sense because we always want to just make sure that everything's good. Okay, let's look at the next one. Decide whether this statement makes sense. Mathematics requires precision, so approximations should never be used. I just said, page before, that approximations are helpful. So Does not make sense. Because number 6, right? We just read it over there. Approximations. Be useful. Right? Okay. This one is, it's not hard math, but it seems like, I know y'all are gonna be like, my gosh, this is a lot of steps. Okay, so a toll collector on the highway receives $4 for sedans and $7 for buses. At the end of a 2-hour period, she collects $148. How many sedans and buses pass through the toll booth during that period? List all possible solutions. So we're gonna figure out how many of each pass through. Okay. So we know that it's $4 for sedans, $7 for buses, right? There's a 2-hour period and that she collects this much money. Just gonna have to do a little math here. No way around it. I'm gonna do each row in different colors so it's easier for you to see. So we have 23 sedans. We know that sedans are worth $4. And then we're gonna add 8 buses. And we know buses are worth $7. So that's 92 plus 56, and that equals 148. So she collected $148. This was $148. We're going to put a tick by that, okay? Because that one's good. That one added up. The next one, we have 4 sedans. Sedans are times $4. And then we have 19 buses that are $7 a piece. So that gives me 16 plus 133. That's $149. So that one is no good. I'm going to put an X by him. We don't want him in there. Next one. 0 times 4. 21 times 7. Times 7. That gives us 147. Well, that's not 148, so he's bad. So the next one we go to, this one was bad, this one was bad. Let's go to this one. Ooh, 18 times 4 plus 11 times 7. So that's going to be 72 plus 77. That equals 149. So he's bad. Not him. 30 times 4 plus 4. Once again, buses are worth $7. 30 times 4, 120. 4 times 7, 28. Well, what does that equal? 148. Yes, he's good. Now we're just going to do the same thing on this side, okay? So 9. Sedans are $4. 16. Buses are 7. So 36 plus 112. 148. So he's good. Next one. 32 times 4 plus 3 times 7. And 28 plus 21. Nope. 149. No good. Okay. Next one. Turn my pen on. 2 times 4 plus 20 times 7. Well, 8 plus 140. 148. Yep. 16 times 4 plus 12 times 7. 64 plus 84. 148. Yep. Last one. 37 times 4 plus 0 times 7. 148. Well, plus 0. He's good. Okay. I'll move all my pins back over. Okay. So we got the ones that fit the solution. Okay? Not too bad, right? All right. Now this one's one where we're going to draw a picture to help us understand it. Try to do it without a picture. I had several last semester that tried to do it without a picture on their exam, and well, it didn't work out well for them. So please draw the picture. Or if you don't, make sure you know how to do it without drawing the picture. Okay, so we have 57 seconds to walk from the first ground floor to the third floor, okay? And we want to know how long it will take us to walk from the first floor to the sixth floor, assuming that we walk at the same pace and all of the floors are the same height. So here's my picture. I'm going to go from the first floor to the third floor, second floor. Assume that all these are the same length, okay? Here's my increments. I have 1 increment, 2 increment. All right? So I have 2 intervals here, or increments, whatever you want to talk. I'm going to call them intervals. There's 2 intervals, and I know it takes me 57 seconds to get from here to here, right? Okay. So let's think about this. We're going to have 57 seconds, and I have 2 intervals. I'm just going to put INT. Is that cool? So that's going to, if I take 2 into 57, that's going to give me 28.5 seconds per interval, okay? These are my intervals. All right. So this is how many seconds it takes for me to do 1 interval. But now, remember, we're wanting to go from the first floor to the 6th floor. So here's my picture. First floor to the 6th floor. It's hard to get them even, so forgive me if I don't. Halfway is going to be 3, right? Nope, wrong. Ignore that. So 2, 3, 4, 5. So here's 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, that's better. Sorry about the 3. All right, so now let's count my intervals again. 1 interval, 2 interval, 3 interval, 4 interval, 5 interval. There we go. So this time I have 5 intervals. So I have 5 intervals. And we know we have this, so let's multiply it by 28.5 seconds for intervals. We can cancel our intervals. That's going to give us 5 times 28.5 seconds. Cool? And that's going to give me 142.5 seconds to get from the first floor to the 5th floor. Right? So now let's just figure out some kind of sentence here. So it will take me 142.5 seconds to get from the first floor to the 6th floor. I walk at 57 seconds. Are evenly spaced. EV. Oh, why? Does that work? That's it for this one. This one's super short. All right. Enjoy your day. See you soon.